I'm sure you've heard the news. Punk isn't dead. It's alive and kicking, with its raw energy and rebellious spirit still resonating with many. But what you might not know is that punk has evolved over the years, morphing into something even darker and more mysterious. Yes, punk has given birth to a new subculture that thrives on the shadows and the enigmatic. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual shift that took place over the years. So picture this, LA in the 80s, when punk was raw, wild and buzzing with energy. The city was a hotbed of creativity and rebellion, with bands playing in every corner and fans flocking to underground venues. It was a time of unbridled passion and unfiltered expression. I was just a teenager back then, sneaking into concerts, soaking up every riff and beat. The music was electrifying, and the sense of community was palpable. We were all there for the same reason. To escape, to belong, to feel alive. But then things started to change. Gangs infiltrated the punk scene, bringing a darker, more violent vibe. The once united community began to fracture, and the atmosphere at concerts grew tense and unpredictable. It wasn't about the music anymore, it was about survival. The mosh pits became battlegrounds, and the sense of camaraderie was replaced by a sense of dread. We were no longer just fans. We were fighters, trying to hold on to the essence of what punk once was. Skinheads were on the rise, and conflict became the norm. The violence and aggression overshadowed the music, and many of us began to feel disillusioned. That's when a new scene began to emerge. Goth. It was like a beacon of hope in the midst of chaos, offering a different kind of escape. A fusion of punk's raw energy and a darker, more introspective style. Goth took the rebellious spirit of punk and infused it with a sense of melancholy and mystery. It was a natural evolution, a way for us to channel our frustrations and fears into something beautiful. It was more inclusive, more about the music and the message, less about the fight. The goth scene welcomed everyone, regardless of their background or beliefs. It was a place where we could be ourselves, without fear of judgment or violence. Bands like Bauhaus and Susie and the Banshees started to play, and suddenly we were all dressing in black, lost in the haunting melodies. The music was haunting and ethereal, a stark contrast to the raw aggression of punk. I remember my first goth concert. Everything was different. The atmosphere was almost otherworldly, with fog machines and dim lighting creating an eerie, dreamlike setting. The crowd, the vibe, even the way we danced. It was less about thrashing around and more about moving with the music, letting it wash over us and take us to another place. It was like finding a new family, one that embraced us for who we were, not what we fought against. We found solace in the music and in each other, creating a community that was built on acceptance and understanding. And just like that, the LA music scene transformed. The raw, chaotic energy of punk gave way to the brooding, introspective beauty of goth. It was a shift that reflected the changing times and the evolving tastes of the music community. From punk's chaos to goth's brooding beauty. The contrast was stark, but it was a change that many of us welcomed with open arms. So if you ever wondered how LA's wild side found its dark heart, no. The journey from punk to goth was a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the music scene, and it continues to inspire new generations of fans and musicians. Keep rocking and stay tuned for more tales from the music front lines. The story of music is ever evolving, and there's always more to discover.